Stage M is an outgrowth of Summer Theater in the Park, which was sponsored by Mecosta County Council for the Arts. And we had so much fun doing that in the summertime that there were those who said, let's do it all year round. And then our first production was Our Town back 27 years ago, I believe it was.
Something I really like best about Stage M is the fact that you get to have a good time while entertaining the community.
Live theater is electrifying. It is so exciting to watch it happen, and it's so exciting to be involved with it.
For each show, for each production, about a third of the cast are brand new. That's a marvelous resource. It's a marvelous gift that we have in this community.
Stage M brings to the community an opportunity to participate in theater either as actor on stage, as a member of the audience, or backstage work.
One of the great things about community theater is it involves people of all ages.
Each show that we do appeals to a different kind of audience because we try to do a wide variety of plays, of productions.
To give them a love of theater and an understanding of theater in Mecosta County and the surrounding area.
Stage M has auditions for all of its plays. You can show up and audition for a part. You can contact us and say you'd want to work backstage doing makeup or sewing costumes or pushing scenery around. You can be in the pit of an orchestra.
I think that's what the audience enjoys, is to see the people that they know doing things that they don't know that they can do.
As we work toward achieving our goals of producing the best plays we can.
The state of Michigan established a tax-based provision for free education for children between the ages of 7 and 16. Every 16th section of a township was reserved for a public school. The Michigan Department of Education designated that a minimum of 10 families located within a 4-square-mile area qualified them for a school.
From the very beginning, Max Fleischer was interested in astronomy and technology, with particular focus on science fiction and heroic figures. The concept of science fiction heroes dates back to 1912, when Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote the pulp fiction Barsoom series, which included Under the Moons of Mars, A Princess of Mars, and John Carter of Mars. In 1929, Philip Francis Nolan created Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, which was the first outer space hero of comic strips. In 1934, Alex Raymond created Flash Gordon as a Sunday strip for King Features. What John Carter, Buck Rogers, and Flash Gordon had in common was that they were athletic American hero figures with normal human abilities. But this concept was about to change. When two teenagers named Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster created Superman in 1938, a new comic book character with superhuman abilities caught the attention of the nation. Superman was just the thing that Max was looking for to refresh his studio for the 1940s and fulfill his vision of producing serious cartoons. This was something unique since no other studio had taken on the challenge of animating realistic characters on this level. While the original plans were to produce Superman in black and white to cut costs, it was decided to go for color to show off Superman's brilliant blue costume and red cape, which black and white serials could not do.
It's Superman!
At this same time, Clarence Beck and Bill Parker created Captain Marvel. This character displayed the ability to glide through the air with arms stretched forward. When Republic Pictures acquired the Captain Marvel license, they were able to create a convincing flying effect using a dummy pulled along wire tracks. To make Superman look more effective, Max suggested compressing him into a rocket shape to launch himself into the air. This simplified the animation and produced a more dramatic image. And this seems to be the origin of the Flying Superman, which became a major part of his character. It was such a sensation that the first entry earned Fleischer Studios another Academy Award nomination. The impact of the Max Fleischer Superman cartoons is still being felt today. Just as they set a standard that has influenced later animators and filmmakers, audiences continue to be amazed by their artistry and magic 80 years after they were made.
How is that for a story, Miss Lane?
Mecosta Village is a testimonial to the concept of ethnic diversity living in harmony. Its success has been the result of a mutual respect for others, combined with the sharing of resources for peaceful purposes, community prosperity, and personal well-being. In these ways, the original settlers of Mecosta had a common understanding of purpose. And because of this, they built an integrated community on the foundation of equality for all, nearly a century before the Civil Rights Movement. This community defined a true concept of the American melting pot at a time when the rest of the nation was struggling with the issues of ethnic and racial segregation.
I never knew what racism was, or is, until I left the area and went to Lansing.
Actually, I was probably 15 or 16 before I even realized that we had different colors of skin, because the African Americans that settled here years and years ago had a lot of Indian, I believe, and a lot of white intermixed, and they were our neighbor and our friend. I could never think that there would be any discrimination whatsoever in the world, because we were born and raised together. We were family together.
Many people were coming into this community. They were the immigrants from Germany and Poland and Ireland.
As I got older and moved away to college, and there was some problems with discrimination in college, I would sit back and go, why? We have the greatest people in our community and all their diversity. We're all friends, we're all neighbors, we all look out for each other. I never could understand, the discrimination issue.
So people ask us, well, what are you? And we just say, we're a nation within itself.
In 1899, the new field of wireless intrigued DeForest, who was then in his mid-20s. As a young scientist, he was determined to find a type of receiver which would respond to high-frequency electrical waves. This led him to a new idea of wireless telephone called radio. By 1904, DeForest established high-speed telegraph communication between Wales, England, and Ireland. And with the impending conflict between Russia and Japan, DeForest believed wireless service would be a valuable communications tool. As a result, the whole story of the Russo-Japanese Naval War was reported by the DeForest Wireless Service to news organizations around the world. This coverage earned DeForest the reputation of delivering what is now termed spot news, and he was now cited as the wireless wizard. A patent was issued to DeForest in 1907 for his invention of the 3-electrode electron vacuum tube amplifier. This highly valuable invention placed him in the ranks of Alexander Graham Bell and the telephone, Thomas Edison's incandescent lamp, and rendered Guillermo Marconi's wireless a useless commodity. Yet the name of DeForest is least known for his amplifier device, which became the foundation of all mass communications and the backbone of our technological civilization. Edison remarked,
"In the Odeon, DeForest invented a device which amplifies sound so much that if a fly were to walk across a transmitter, the noise at the receiver end would shatter your eardrum.